Is entitled Making a Bracha on the Candles in Shul Part 2. In the previous year, we said that it sounds simple enough to make a bracha on the candles when we light the Chanukiah on the Shul. It is not so simple. We mentioned the three reasons the Beis Yosef mentions in Taf Reish Ayin Aleph why we light in the first place. But making a bracha is not simple. It's a minhag. Yes, minhag is crucial. Minhag kedin, it is so important to follow minhagim. And each family community has to follow the minhagim. And here, there's a minhag l'Yisrael to light in the shul for whatever reason. Of course, you follow it. Making bracha is not simple. Why? The Gemara says that when it comes to Arava, on last day of Sukkot, Hoshana Rabbah. So in the Mikdash Halach Moshe Sinai was to bring Arava separate from the Sukkah, separate from the Lulav, to bring an Arava in the Beit HaMikdash. We don't do that outside of the Mikdash, but there was a minhag Nevi'im to do Arava outside of the Mikdash on the last day, which is what we do to this very day. There is no bracha on that. So someone to say, minhag, you don't make a bracha. When do you make a bracha? When there's a chiyuv, or the nature, the mitzvah is a chiyuv. A chiyuv to put on tefillin every day. A chiyuv for a woman to light Shabbat candles before Shabbat. Chiyuv to light Hanukkah candles at home. That is a chiyuv, whether it's a rabbinic, whether it's from the Torah, there's an obligation. Then you make a bracha, an obligation, vitzivanu. But when there's a minhag, something develops as a minhag, so it's very nice. We should keep the minhag, of course, but that doesn't demand, and one does not make a bracha v'tzivanu in such a case. There's no bracha. We do the minhag without it. So therefore, the Shulchan Aruch, just like in Tafrei Samech Dalet Hilchos Shoshana Rabbah, says you don't make a bracha on a Rav on the last day. So too, in Taf Chav Beis in the Shulchan Aruch passes on Hallel on Rosh Chodesh, half Hallel. It's a minhag. It's not a takana. It's a minhag. And therefore, you don't make a bracha on that either. That's the Shulchan Aruch's psak. He mentions other opinions, but he says the minhag is not to make a bracha on Hallel Rosh Chodesh. So the Shulchan Aruch and Tafrei Samech Dalet by Arava, no bracha on the minhag, is consistent with the Shulchan Aruch in Taf Chav Beis and Hallel, no bracha on a minhag. So all of a sudden, Taf Reish Ayin Aleph comes along, Hilchos Chanukah, and he writes that when you light Hanukkah candles in the shul, you make a bracha. And the commentaries say, oh, you make a bracha on a minhag. You make a bracha on a minhag? That's not true, according to the Rav Yosef Karo and the Shulchan Aruch. The Ramah says you make a bracha on the minhag of Hallel. So that's consistent if you want to make a bracha on the minhag of Hallel. And you also want to make a bracha on the minhag of lighting in the shul. How the Ramah deals with the fact that we don't make a bracha on the minhag on Arava is a good question, but that we'll deal with another time, Yetz Hashem. So the Ramah is consistent. But the Shulchan Aruch is contradictory. Where in Hilchot Hallel he says you don't make a bracha on the minhag of Hallel. And in Shul on Chanukah he says you make a bracha on the minhag of lighting in the shul. So how do we deal with this contradiction? So that needs to be analyzed. Leave everyone a moment, or more than that, to think about this shaila and see if we can try to make some sense. We'll discuss it in the next year, Yetz Hashem. Shalom.